James here with Explorer Americana, standing in front of Truman Courthouse in Independence, Missouri. I'm going to take a little walk around the town square here and see what we can find. Let me know in the comments below if you're from Independence or if you've been here before. As always, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with future videos. This is here the Oregon Trail began. This monument honors the pioneer spirit of those courageous men and women who by their heroic trek across the continent established homes and civilizations in the far northwest. Erected in 1948 by the order of the Jackson County Court. Got the cinema across the street here. Speak no evil. Skeleton up there. What else? It's like above Clinton's. Not sure what Clinton's is, but got some skeletons climbing the building there. Everyone's ready for the spooky season. Looks like we've got some more over here above the Three Trails Brewing Company. Climbing up some more skeletons climbing up the building. Across the way there, got another giant skeleton leaning up against that light post. Got a statue here of Harry S. Truman, 1884 to 1972, President of the United States, 1945 to 1953. Here on North Liberty Street, that whole building behind the skeletons. Got a place called the Up Dog there. Got a giant skeleton over there across the way. Everyone's ready for spooky season here. They're embracing it. Up Dog. It's a neat place. National Historic Trails, Original Route, California Trail, and the Santa Fe Trail.
Seasons are definitely changing. Have you by chance got any room inside for one? It's a bit chilly for my liking.
Giant skeletons. It's like he's about ready to throw a football there. Gilbert Whitney and Company, specialty groceries and kitchenware. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, that's really neat. Those padlocks. on there. The Sentinel. Got a statue of General Andrew Jackson, 1767 to 1845. Also President Jackson. Got some more skeletons climbing up this building right here. Oh, skeletons are everywhere around here. Make a vote Sam 2024, free treats for everyone. I can get behind that. Alright guys, that concluded our little walk around the town square here. We're gonna go off to our next place. Alright guys, we're here at the National Frontier Trails Museum in Independence, Missouri, which was a jumping off point for the Oregon Trail, the Santa Fe Trail, and the California Trail. And this trail was free, this museum was free to get in. Fur trappers. Here is Ezra Meeker. He traveled the Oregon Trail in 1852, and in 1906 he traveled it again eastward to promote trail preservation. Before he died in 1928, he made 3 more trips, by wagon in 1910, by automobile in 1916, and by plane in 1924. The legacy of Wide Open West. Lewis and Clark opened the western door. Traders and trappers entered it. 40 years later, settlers came rushing in. Opening the west settlement wasn't the purpose of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Its role was exploration and discovery, but the beaver they discovered brought in traders and trappers who blazed trails through the wilderness. When the fur trade ended around 1843, these trails made it possible for wagon trains of settlers to begin trekking west. There's a beaver trap from 1820 to 1830. It's like stuff from a fur trapper mountain man belt. So you got a knife in there. There's a knife in the mid-19th century. Got some playing cards. Let's see how it fell on his belt. So we've got a tomahawk. Some pipes. Knife. Beaver. The demand for animal pellets, especially beaver, led fur trappers to roam throughout the American West. There's a beaver hat in the mid-19th century. About 400,000 people traveled on the overland trails to Oregon, California, and Utah, and other western locations in the 19th century. See the difference. So 1841, everything stopped at Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. And by 1880, got all the different states. There's a scale model of the kill boat that Lewis and Clark used. Harper's Ferry 1803 rifle, a leather hunting pouch. What else do we have here? Powder horn. So we got a copper cooking pot, fur hat, map of Louisiana Purchase. There's William Clark and Meriwether Lewis. What else do we have here? And a folding knife of the 1700s. Some scissors from 1750 to 1800. A doctor's lancet. Lancets are used to make punctures and small incisions. Like a portable writing desk. A hand telescope. Early 19th century pocket compass. Santa Fe Trail. It says between 1821 and 1880, the Santa Fe Trail was primarily a commercial highway connecting Missouri and Santa Fe, New Mexico. Franklin, Missouri was the original end of the trail, but Independence, Missouri replaced Franklin by 1827. From 1821 until 1846, it was an international commercial highway used by Mexican and American traders. In 1846, the Mexican-American War began. The Army of the West followed the Santa Fe Trail to invade New Mexico. When the war ended in 1848, the Santa Fe Trail became a national road connecting the United States to the new Southwest Territories. It took travelers about 3 months to make the trip in one direction. Traders could often make a return trip in the same year. Stagecoach lines, thousands of gold seekers heading to the California and Colorado gold fields. Adventurers, fur trappers, and immigrants also used the trail. In 1880, the railroad reached Santa Fe and the trail faded into history. You can see, let's start here in Independence, and went across, down, back up. What's in your wagon? It says the Campbells went to California in 1850 to find gold, thinking their family might follow them. They wrote letters home about what to bring. Every useless pound is so much loss. Keep out everything you can dispense with. So, this is what the Campbells would recommend as food per person for the trip out. 100 pounds of meat, 80 pounds of bacon, 100 pounds of flour, 20 pounds of sugar, 20 pounds of rice, 20 pounds of parched ground corn, 2 to 3 bushels of dried fruit, 1 pound of tea, 8 pounds of coffee, 1 to 2 gallons of vinegar, 1 pound of soda, a few pickles, 3/4 bushel of salt, some butter, molasses. Don't bring much lard. 2 water kegs for each wagon. We got 2. And the list goes on and on. Quite an extensive list. But it was quite a journey out there. A little mural of people heading out on the trail, one of the trails from Independence. This traders and immigrants had to choose which type of animal to use. Mules and oxen are the most common choices. So your mule pulls faster, easier to train, more expensive, stubborn, don't do well in mud or sand, but more likely to be stolen. The oxen are cheaper, hardier, good in all terrain, eat grass, need less feed. They're slow, harder to train, not good in extreme temperatures. Some of them did use horses, but not many because they were more likely to get stolen by the Native Americans. Most immigrants had some encounter with buffalo. So reproduction of the United States Dragoon field uniform from the Mexican War, 1846 to 1848. Buffalo horns found just east of South Pass on the Oregon Trail. Wow. Immigrants found many uses for buffalo parts. Buffalo bladders, like this one, often became canteens for water or pouches to hold small items. Since with no timber on the open plains, immigrants used dry buffalo dung called buffalo chips to burn as fuel. Sally Hester, age 14 in 1849. This rock is covered with names. With great difficulty, I have found a place to cut mine. A Native American drum, a fiddle, belonged to Dubin's Watson retained many travelers heading to Santa Fe on the west coast at Watts Mill, in what is now South Kansas City. Santa Fe Trail was a cultural link between nations. Different routes. Got the Mormon Pioneer Trail. Rattlesnakes. U.S. Cavalry Saddle. Mexican Saddle. Mexican Plain. Cards. Some knives and a pipe. The Robert and Nancy Morrison collection. These items traveled the Oregon Trail with Robert and Nancy Morrison, who took their 6 children to Oregon in 1844. The children age from 1 to 12 years old. One more child was born shortly after they reached Oregon. Robert went west because he felt only farmers that owned slaves could make a living in Missouri, which he would not do. Nancy felt the trip was not wise, but said Robert wished to go, and that settled the matter. Along the way, their oldest daughter battled cholera. American Indians attacked their wagon train and stole their cattle, and tornadoes and record-setting rain slowed their journey. Due to poor leadership, the wagon train split up, and Robert was elected captain. When they reached Oregon, after 8 months, they had no food, had lost their cattle in the mountains, had no other clothes than those on their backs, and almost no money. It was a hope for the better future, and that gave us the heart to go on. Let's see here. Serving bowl and kitchen knife that Nancy used along the trail. That's a tiny knife. Alright guys, that does it here at the National Frontier Trails Museum in Independence, Missouri. I would definitely suggest coming here. Lots of things to look at. A lot of great exhibits and stories told from the pioneers heading out west. And as always, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you've enjoyed this content, and we will see you next time.